Guys, it's Shake You Crafty. Welcome to another Product Focus Friday. This month we've been just working on generic American crafts. I have a few old scrap room kits. If you want to see them all kind of discussed and like a show and tell, they're on the first episode of this month. I will have it linked at the end of the video. I'm also trying to work through my May I Scrap Lift You, so I'm going to do another scrap lift today of the Instagram people from the May I Scrap Lift You that I never finished in May. My whole goal is to be getting caught up in June and July. I'm getting there, so close, and then work on current and work ahead a little bit in August is my goal. Let's hope I can do it. So I'm going to do a May I Scrap Lift You. I'm going to scrap lift this Law of Craft on Instagram, this layout. I really liked the idea of taking the same piece of pattern paper and tearing it and layering that behind your photo. Also for Product Focus Friday, we are working on embellishments. And for today, we drew sticker books. So first I'm going to show you kind of what I got. For sticker books, I have some generic ones. I didn't even grab those out because these ones I really need to work on. So I have this Dear Lizzie sticker book. I have the One Canoe 2 sticker book. I think this was the first one. There was another one that came after this, I'm pretty sure. And then I have actually a pink paisley sticker book as well. So I kind of went through, and this is also my How to Kill a kit. So my goal is to get these kits demolished as much as I can. I'm not making a lot of progress at the moment, but I'm hoping I have some stuff coming up, then I will have some time. So I'm hoping I can start working on that. So I have this adorable photo. So it was Mod Podged onto a flower pot actually for Mother's Day by my son's daycare, and I thought if I took this, what I had left over of this piece, and just layered this brown behind it, that would be kind of neat to do the tearing behind this photo. So we'll probably do a mirror image. We'll probably be on the other side since he's looking to the right. And then I'm not sure what else I'll use for my kits. That actually might honestly be it. I kind of looked through and I have all these flower stickers in here that are browns, blues, khakis. I thought that would go well with that. So I think we're gonna use this whole sheet is the goal. And then we'll try to use some of these as well. We'll see what gets used. But I think I'm gonna try and focus on this one. So I'm gonna set these two aside. I'll just leave them over here just so you have an idea. I haven't decided if I'm going to stamp like she did in her. I could always do that because I always have these LA Studio phrase stamps, and I have these circle ones that I could do. And these word ones, and I'm sure I can find some others. So I have a piece of white cardstock in here somewhere. Yep. There's a textured side and a smooth side. It doesn't matter to me, honestly. This cream is interesting. Yeah, I think we'll just do it on white. Would that look weird with this tan? Oh, my lights are being weird. Do you guys see that? Hold on. There, better. Weird. Okay. They were like flickering. So yeah, I don't know about the white cardstock. But that's what's gonna show these up the best. But with the brown and the tan, I guess I can do. Yeah, ooh, it'll be fine. All right, yeah, let's get started. So while I sat and thought about what colors I want to do, what if I want to do the background, what I'm doing, I ripped up the paper and I'm just tucking it behind the photo, just until it looks the way I want it to, and I change it like 3 or 4 times as like I rearrange and move things. I start cutting out these flowers and realizing some of them kind of have a thicker border. So I'm going to go ahead and fussy cut around them so they all have a little bit, get some of the white off. So there's less of a white border around them, just because it looks better in my brain for that. So I'm going to do that. And then I grabbed antique linen, walnut stain, chipped sapphire, and tumbled glass. And I start just doing some clear gesso down on this textured white cardstock that just came in one of the scrap room kits with all my stuff. I'm going to let that dry. And then my plan is to do just smear the actual card or ink pads on there and kind of watercolor and just make some color pop out of my like torn paper cluster. While I wait for the gesso to set up, I'm just going to rearrange these one more time and get them kind of stapled together so they all become one cluster. And then I'll get the photo glued down and that one sticker that says, what does it say? But it's a heart. Oh, it says The Good Life, I think. It's a heart with those florals in it, and because I'm putting that up kind of as a title-ish sort of on the photo. So I'll get that all glued together just so it's one happy blob. And again, see, it even changes shape a little bit even more. And then I'm going to grab some of the brown cardstock that came in the scrap room kit. So I have those three, was it 3 kits? Yeah, 3 or 4 kits all over there so I can kind of mix and match as I want. Brown, and then I'm going to go into my stash and find like a darker navy blue, and I'm going to mat the photo twice and distress it with my distress tool. So this is, I left quite a bit in this one so you could see kind of more of a thought process and how I started something and I didn't like it. And I don't know if my gesso is just not very thick. I should actually look at it right now. I just ordered some new stuff because this stuff's almost gone. This is Artist Quality Primer. It's Dina Wakley Media by Ranger. It doesn't say if it's like medium body. It says heavy. It says paint surface with Dina. Apply gesso, allow dry. Additional coats of paint surface with Dina heavy body acrylic paints. It says Artist Quality Primer. But I feel like, so you'll see like stuff doesn't smear as much, I feel, as much as it should. So I did order, I don't know what brand it was. Oh, I think it's Liquitex clear gesso, a big thing of it. It was medium bodied. So we'll see if that covers better. I got like a 32 ounce bottle on Amazon. I really wanted to get the stuff that Missy uses, but I didn't see any, and I didn't see any when I was looking online at the moment. But here I'm starting to fussy cut out those flowers. So there, I think they look a lot better. There's a lot less. So the sticker backs are still on them. I did leave like one little area of each flower so I could easily peel the sticker back off. So yeah, so right now I'm just taking my pencil and going around the area so I know where I want the color peeking out at. And I started with walnut stain. I think that's where I went wrong. I should have started with a lighter color. Yeah, and if you, as you watch, like you can still see some of the lines and then it's soaking in. So I don't know if that gesso just, if I didn't put enough on, or if it's just not heavy bodied enough that it actually puts a really good base down. I don't know. Or is it the quality of the cardstock? But you'd think gesso on anything should help, right? But yeah, I did the walnut stain first and then the chipped sapphire, and there's something about it. It looks too brown. I'm not liking it. Like, I have this big blob of brown. I don't need more brown in the background. So I decide, nope, don't like it. I go ahead and grab one of my Vicki Boutin Foundations papers. So I'm like, I don't have time to gesso. And this is already going up late, if you guys notice. Product Focus Friday on Saturday. After we were on vacation, and this was like the one layout I didn't get done before we left, because I thought I would have enough time, but then work has been crazy. We're short-staffed, and then because somebody quit, and So I've been working longer hours, and then because of that, and then being on vacation, I started getting some migraines. So I had a migraine like 3 days in a row, and just, yeah, hell to pay is what it was. So I started with, so yeah, this one I didn't put any gesso on. I could have. So I know that this one's going to show the marks of the stamp pads themselves more because I didn't even gesso it, but it's the foundation's paper, so it bleeds a little. But I started with the blue instead, and then I added antique linen, and then now some tumble glass. And I like this a lot better because it's giving some of those pops of those brighter colors, more blue around it, and just that hint of that creamy color of that antique linen. I really like that because there's all that cream base in those brown pattern paper that's behind my photo. Not color I usually work with, brown. I don't do a lot of brown stuff, so it's kind of experimenting, but I'm really liking the way this looks. And then I'm just going to add a tiny bit of walnut stain, and I like that. It's just the tiniest bit. Yeah, and I was able to smear it a lot better on this if I would have gessoed this too. And I like the way that looks so much better with my photo cluster thing on top. So yeah. So I'm going to put down some chipped sapphire and do some splatters, and then I will set that aside and let that dry. And when I come back, then we will start just assembling and putting the flowers on. So I decided that I did want to do some stamping, and I thought another way to bring some more of that brown across the page was to do it with the walnut stain. So I have this stamp set. I think it's a jelly bean soup stamp set, or it actually might be a Simple Stories stamp set. It might be, but it has a lot of fun word phrases. So this one says, oh, what does this say? You are loved? I think so. And then the other one is like scripty, and it says smile. And then there's like there's an open heart, there's an open star, there's a closed star, there's a closed heart. I'm just going to use the smile, you are loved, and the open heart. And I'm just gonna generation stamp kind of all over. So I got some dark, some light, just to add something more to the background. And I really like it. And then I'm going to start placing those flowers down around the photo, and then also a couple down on the bottom. Yeah, that bottom right corner. I'm just going to create kind of some interest on there. So I have those other flowers, and then I went back to the sticker book and decided to add a few more things. There's some hearts and this one a couple leaves, so there's a little bit of green in some of the other flowers. So I figured this one subtle leaf, I'll just add a little bit of green in amongst those flowers to bring the green there as well. And then yeah, since the focus is the sticker books, and then I'm going to grab, there's a sticker, one of those square stickers that have like 3 different colors. You'll see it here in a little bit. It says I love you, and I'm going to cut it apart and go across the bottom instead. Did I already do that? I did. Oh my gosh, I'm totally behind. And then I decided I needed something along the edge, maybe not necessarily the whole edge, so I'm taking some walnut stain and just painting the right and bottom side, and that is it. So I hope you guys enjoy. I did do a mirror more of the scrap lift, but I really liked this idea, and it was fun to play around with other media to create the background. Here's some close-ups, and thanks for watching. We'll see you next Friday. Bye.